Can you hear me now? How bizarre. Okay, so it must be a strange day today because. Oh, weird. Thank you, Lars. So, Lars is troubleshooting with me. I know that Facebook is down in many parts of the world. So, and this is time for us to have our broadcast, and I am ready to go. So I don't know exactly what we should do here. Now, in favor of the fact that many of you watch the broadcast later, I don't know what to do. Okay, let me ask a favor of the two people that are watching live. Would you be kind enough to write a comment and identify yourselves just that I know who you are? And I am very tempted to postpone today's coffee and headlines until the situation is normalized so that we can actually. Thank you, Lars. I know that you are live because we've been chatting on WhatsApp. But if it's only two people watching or two people being able to act. Oh, there's Christine. Hello, Christine. Um, yes, I've been kicked out myself for quite some time, and I've been trying. Oh, there's Luisa. Okay, so more people are starting to be able to get in, but only in small amounts. I only see 3 of you being able to watch the broadcast right now. So let me ask you 3, because you are you regular viewers. Can we or should we postpone this until later on today when service normalizes? Or do we go ahead and continue with the broadcast today? I am inclined to to postpone only because I expect that today is going to. Oh, Lars says, "Ooh, exclusive show." Well, I don't even know how it is that I am live because I was not able to log back into my Facebook account this morning. And I suspect that a lot of people in town and oh, there's another oh, there are more people now. There you go. Okay. How bizarre. Lars exclusive. Betsy Ann, I have news that I know that you're going to enjoy. Um, but again, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Karen says, I found you, but Facebook is having problems. Yes, I've been checking this out all through the morning. Gary is coming in, so I suspect that the problems are being fixed slowly but surely. I will say that because today we were going to look at results from our our meet and greet survey. I suspect that it might be interesting to postpone our usual broadcast until later on today, but maybe we take it. Oh, there's another one. Oh, Diane says, please broadcast. Well, I'm going to just pretend this is not happening. And we are going to start our regular broadcast right now, just because this is what we always do. And, oh, and now John is saying, let's reschedule for 5 and we can all log in from the bar. You guys are too funny. I thank you for your comments. I tend to get all worked up about these things when things don't work out. And there's more than 4 of you here, although I only see 4 people watching live. But I'll tell you what, the show is ready. I am ready. A few of you are ready. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with the news that I have prepared for today, and we're going to skip a couple of things that require a fair amount of feedback. So let me put my screens in the proper place. This is so informal. I feel like you've just walked into my living room and I'm still wearing my pajamas, which I actually am from the waist down. Okay, so let's start the show.
Hey, we're about to start the show, and you know the drill. If you've been here before and you have something important to share, please add a capital letter Q to your comment. And if you are watching live for the first time, please let us know by writing the word new, and we'll give you a nice little welcome. Enjoy the broadcast.
Well, good morning to everyone on this very strange March 5th. It is Tuesday and Facebook is out in many parts of the world. I started doing my prepping this morning and I realized all of a sudden Facebook kicked me out, and then I tried to log in and reestablish new passwords and so forth and so on. And I thought that my account had been hacked, and then I was trying to enter a new password and realized that I can't. And then I looked on the internet and realized that Facebook is out everywhere or in many parts of the world. And hopefully they are going to reestablish the service. I don't even know how it is that I'm able to broadcast this morning using my usual software when I was kicked out of Facebook from its usual apps. So we are just going to do our broadcast with what we have and take it from there. However, some things that I had scheduled for today, I'm going to postpone until tomorrow, particularly the commentary on our survey, simply because I was hoping to benefit from your wise comments, not wise as in snarky, but wise as in wisdom. So let me set my Stream Deck in place so that I can actually do my usual thing. And I apologize if this seems a little improvised. I am just, mindful of the fact that this is not an ordinary day. But let us get started with the news that we do have for today, starting with more election drama here in Puerto Vallarta. This is a photograph of Ramon Guerrero, also known as Mochilas, or backpacks. That's his nickname. He is trying to become the candidate for mayor in Puerto Vallarta, representing the Movimiento Ciudadano Party. This is not his first go. He was a mayor in Puerto Vallarta before and left a lot of people with a bad taste in their mouths after his mayor period or his term ended. We don't quite understand how he wants to be a mayor because he's a man, and according to the state electoral college, the new mayor has to be a woman, but that's not even the point here. The interesting drama that is going on is that, as far as I understand, if you register yourself to become a mayor of a city, you have to prove that you live in that city and you have to have an official certificate that you live in the city. Well, when Ramon Guerrero went to City Hall to get this permit or this certificate that he lives in Puerto Vallarta, the request was denied because, according to the city, he does not live here. So he cannot become a mayor or a candidate to become the mayor. So is this political maneuvering created by the current administration? Or is this, does he actually live here or does he live elsewhere? We have no idea, but this is what is going on right now. Again, I'm waiting for the dust to settle to find out exactly who the mayor candidates are going to be for our city. Clearly, the dust has not settled just yet. If you belong to the LGBTQ plus community and you enjoy playing tennis, we have news for you. The Gay and Lesbian Tennis Alliance, boasting over 20,000 members worldwide, will hold its first ever tournament in Mexico under the banner of Coconuts Puerto Vallarta 2024. The event will take place from March 14 to 17, and there is more information available on this tournament on the Banderas News website. And of course, I will post a link to the article in the show notes. The second long weekend of the year is approaching. Mexico celebrates the birth of Benito Juárez, the first indigenous president of Mexico, on March 21st. That is his birthday. But I believe the day off will be Monday, the 18th, so we can expect an increase in tourists from March 15th to the 18th. I read elsewhere that Puerto Vallarta is leading in hotel reservations, so this is, of course, very good for our city. And of course, as we think of March 21st, this is the day in which we celebrate the arrival of spring. This year, spring will arrive on March 20th at 11:25 p.m. and will end on June 21st. What do you know? I didn't even prepare the weather, but as I'm doing so, take a look at this. Oh, it says video file not found. That is lovely. Okay, let's just go to the weather. Hold on just a second. Hold on. Everything is acting funny this morning. Do you think the world is going to end? I don't know. Okay, the weather is almost ready to go. I apologize for the informality. Hello, weather. Come on. Okay. My goodness. Finally. Okay. So the weather says you're only checking the weather because Instagram is down. See, I told you it was not me. Even snarky weather knows there's a problem with the universe. It's 24 degrees right now. Humidity is low at 46%. I haven't seen humidity in the 40s in a long time. And our weather forecast for today says that it's going to be a partly cloudy day with a high of 28 and a low of 16. Then tomorrow, Wednesday, we can expect clear skies in the morning with mostly cloudy skies in the afternoon, a high of 27 and a low of 16. And then Thursday will be a humid day with mostly cloudy skies throughout the day, with a high of 27 and a low of 15. Going back to the things that we prepared for you today, I have an interesting photo to show you. Check out this awesome vintage photo. And we know it's vintage because we're looking at the swanky bell bottoms that the dude is wearing. This is a photograph of Comercial Mexicana taken in Mexico City during the 1970s. And you are looking at the very first branch of Comercial Mexicana. The store, the brand was founded back in 1930, and this is the first store. And it began selling fabrics and notions, not unlike Telas Parisina. Eventually, it became a supermarket as we know it, but this first store was located along Venustiano Carranza Street in el centro of Mexico City in the historic downtown area. This particular store closed in 2014, and of course, the stores evolved into supermarkets. And when the first giant store opened, it was called the Mega Comercial Mexicana. So two popular nicknames for the brand emerged. One is La Mega, and the other one is La Comer. Today, La Mega became Soriana, and La Comer, well, you know where that is. It's La Comer and not La Comer, But of course, since you watch Coffee and Headlines, you already knew that. Purum Pum. Where is Purum Pum? Here is Purum Pum. See, some things are working after all. Now, if you live in Colonia Versalles and you've shopped at Cremeria Versalles, you probably wondered about that cooking classroom located next to the dairy products shop. And I've been following them since sometime last year when we did a little video of what they sell, or a little show and tell of what you can find at this dairy products shop. And all of a sudden they got busy because they are posting all sorts of interesting cooking classes focusing on desserts. This particular class from which I'm showing photographs features, you will learn how to make a tangerine. Is there a word in Spanish for mandarina? In English for mandarina? Is it tangerine or mandarin? I don't know. Maybe I'm making words up. But there's going to be a tangerine dessert and a mango mousse. Other classes have been announced on their Facebook page, which we cannot access this morning. But this particular class takes place on March 25th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and it's only 550 pesos per person. You may have to do it in Spanish. I don't know if the instructor is going to be bilingual, but if you are into learning how to make some new desserts, this might be a fun class for you to enjoy. Thank you, Gary, for that comment. Tangerine is a word in English. In Spanish, it's mandarina, so I may have just made up a word by saying mandarin. Pay no attention to me. Moving right along, if you enjoy raicilla, you'll be happy to know that the Dama Juana Raicilla Festival is coming back to Puerto Vallarta. This is going to take place on March 16 and March 17 at the Isla Rio Cuale. And of course, this is a 2-day festival that allows you to sample local makers of, well, you don't sample the local makers, you sample the raicilla made by local makers, and there's mixology, and there are live performances going on both days. This is a free festival, and of course we will leave you with all the information in the show notes. And the last thing that I had scheduled for today was the results of our meet and greet survey, but I think I would like to leave that and postpone that until tomorrow because I'm hoping to get interesting feedback from you on this particular issue. And this, of course, brings us to the end of everything else that I had prepared for today. So let us dive into chit-chat mode and see what everyone is up to. Again, I am sorry for this slightly improvised broadcast. I don't even know how I was able to get in to Facebook this morning. I have been trying miserably with going directly into the application and whatnot, but it's been very, very strange. I see your comments though, and you guys are very, very funny. Facebook is acting weird, says Marie. Exclusive show, says Lars. Somebody said, let's meet at a bar later on today, and people were wondering, where is that bar? I love it. Here it is. It was John who said, let's reschedule for 5 and we can all log in from the bar. Let's see what else we have. Oh, Lars, you are so sweet. Oh, before I forget, Dune Part 2 is on the theater, but you gotta brush up on your Fremen. There's a lot of Fremen dialogue in the movie, which of course locally is subtitled in Spanish. So unless you speak or have a good command on the Fremen language or Spanish, you will probably not enjoy the movie all that much. You may miss some important dialogue, but I just thought you should know. Purim pam pum 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 pum. Oh, so John is going to TGI Fridays in Orange County, California. That's a plane ticket for me, so I think I'm going to skip it. Oh, Michael, I can relate to that. I got scared also thinking I was hacked with all the business accounts I have, I was thinking about starting to drink early and see what happens. Started to delete all my pictures. I like the thought of drinking early. I may pop a brownie early today, but I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen. No, seriously, I'm going to keep my eye on the situation. And like many of you, if you're having problems, this might be a good opportunity to simply update your Facebook password if you haven't done so, simply because it's good security sense. Let's see. Mark asks a very interesting question. Is the gender equality law for every office, state, and federal in Mexico? The answer, as far as I understand it, Mark, is no. What the Electoral College did is they looked at demographics for each municipality, and based on their findings, they determined where where it should be gender specific and where it should not. And even that answer is a little sketchy because this is not necessarily my area of expertise. All I know is that the state electoral college determined that Puerto Vallarta needed to have a female candidate. So what a lot of pre-candidates did is they started doing alliances with other groups and associations and representing some municipalities, but others not so much. It's all very confusing to me, and it'll be interesting to watch moving forward. Let's see what else we have that is of any use. Volcanoes poofing all over the world, and now Facebook and Instagram down. End of the world coming soon. Heading to the bar, says John. I'm going to head to my freezer and find a brownie. I will say, no, I'm kidding. Let's see. Oh, thank you very much, Clive. So there are mandarins in English. I have to look up that word. Let's see. Mandarin. Oh, interesting. Mandarin without an E is somebody that it's the language from China, but I don't know. Oh, mandarin. Hold on. There is such a thing as mandarin, a small flattish citrus fruit with a loose skin, specialty, a variety with yellow-orange skin. There is such a thing as mandarins in English. There you go. I just learned something new. Let's see. I didn't get to the survey. Anyway, I can still answer. We've closed down the survey for answers, Pat, simply because we had a good sample of answers. But you and I, you can tell me your answers personally. How about that? Let's see. Nothing to thank me for, Michael. Michael says, thank you for putting on the show. Well, a lot of people don't watch it live, and this is why we want to do it nonetheless. So I think this brings us to an end to today's broadcast, not the end that I would like. I will spend part of the afternoon trying to reestablish everything, but I thank you for your patience. This time around, it was nothing I said, and hopefully Facebook will continue to normalize their service, and tomorrow we will continue with our broadcasts as usual, including the feedback from our meet and greet survey. Between now and then, check your access, change your password. It's never a bad idea. And I will hopefully see you back as usual tomorrow morning. Take care.